Welcome to yet another riveting season of NSSF Friends with Benefits. We're back. My name is Crystal Newman.
We are definitely back. My name is Gaetano Kagwa. I could not wait for this season to begin.
I have been counting down the days.
Yes?
Yes.
It's really good to see everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. All right. Now, did you know that according to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, 3 to 5% of Ugandans regularly save their monthly earnings? Only 3.5%.
That's all.
That is all. Literally, when it comes to the saving culture in East Africa, we are the West. We are good at football, but at savings, we are terrible.
We are the Westers.
We are the Westers. And it gets even worse. Retirees, within 1 year of getting their benefits, depleted in less than a year.
That's depressing.
It is.
It's a sad reality, but that is why NSSF embarked on a financial literacy campaign to encourage us as Ugandans to save more and make sustainable investments. That's not all. NSSF also started a voluntary saving scheme, so pretty much anyone can invest with NSSF. So this show, NSSF Friends with Benefits, is about inspirational stories from 16 contestants who use their NSSF benefits to invest wisely and ensure their money kept growing.
Speaking of money, dinero, cheddar, cheese, whatever you want to call it, do you know what the winners will be taking home in terms of cash?
Well, not to brag, I do, but please share.
I am going to share. Check this out. There's 55 million shillings to take home. The winner takes home a whopping 30 million shillings. Woo! The first runner-up, hey, my friend, they go home with 15 million shillings. And if you come to third place there, it's okay. Second runner-up, you go home with 10 million shillings.
You give me 10 million, I'll show you what I can do with 10 million. So, it's a new season, Gaetano. What's new in season 3?
I'm glad you said the number 3 because this time we have gone from a twosome to a threesome.
Please be clear. Explain yourself.
Hey.
I'll stand over here.
No, that's not what I meant. What I meant this time around, instead of having 2 hosts, we have 3 hosts. And the third host went out and actually met the 16 contestants, and he is here with us today.
Thank you, Gaetano and Crystal. My name is David Rikasi. You can call me Anchor D, and I'm the newly acquired Bombardier jet for NSSF Friends with Benefits. And in just my first month, I have covered over 5,000 miles. I have literally been to every corner of Uganda, and I can stake my life on this. This is a special season.
Oh, fantastic. Good to have you on board, David. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. All right, so I think it's time we meet our contestants who are going to face the panel of judges. But before we go any further, remember they are counting on your votes to make it to the top 8 contestants and then down to the top 3 winners who will be announced at the grand finale.
But before we get into the voting details, which we shall give you a bit later on, it's time to meet our judges and find out who will be stepping up and giving them those questions. First up, we do have Barbara Arimi, of course, Head of Marketing and Communications, NSSF.
And for the first time on the show, we have award-winning journalist and communications expert, Simon Kasiate.
Our soft-spoken human specialist is back, the lovely, wonderful Mabel Chigundu. So, without much further ado, are you guys ready to meet our first contestant? Yeah! Well, let's find out together. Who is it?
Here we are in Lugung Village, Omoro District. Have you ever paid 25,000 Ghana shillings for a single border ride? Well, I paid 25,000 Ghana shillings on a border from Gulu town to Lugung Village. And that was a long, bumpy ride. They say disability is not inability, and that statement sounds even more true when you meet Patrick Opwonya. Patrick lost his eyesight and used his benefits to invest in a beekeeping project that has turned his life around. Patrick, kopongo.
Kope.
Afoyo mate?
Afoyo mate.
We're surely not leaving this place without tasting the honey. Now let's listen as Patrick tells his NSSF story.
The problem of my eyes came when I was still working as a security guard. I went to my doctor, then examined my eyes, and then my doctor told me that I have a disease of eyes called glaucoma. So my doctor told me that I will remain blind. I was shocked, really. I wanted even to commit suicide because I was having nowhere to start with life. It was not easy. It was very hard. My manager told me that I should resign. He requested me like that. I just went ahead and get a letter from him. Then I went to NSSF office. Then I start processing my payment.
Patrick got his benefits of 2,940,000 Uganda shillings, and right in the background is one of 2 of Patrick's beehives. Patrick started with 20 beehives. He now has 44 beehives and 4 beehive managers.
They are the one taking care of my farm. If it has come to maybe slashing the farm, they are the one helping me a lot.
Bia chan ma wati ka timu ne wani chwane. Gwa ko kijbe an ba cha jwer tere. Mi toto ne ba atoro. Ka du ken mi parking ya ka tere chuka ya chara ya dum chana kelo ko tiu te.
In a cool season, Patrick will take home a cool 1.9 million Uganda shillings.
The money which I'm getting out of my farm is the one who I'm paying with the school fees, paying for the medical reimbursement, and buying clothes for my children. Even if I'm blind, right now I'm very happy because I'm doing a lot. I'm helping even the community, training them how to keep bees. If I would have not got the money from NSF, what I'm doing right now, I was not in position to do because I was having no money even to transport my luggage when I was coming home. If I've got the money, I wanted to expand my number of beehives to lead in bee farming in northern Uganda.
Please help me in welcoming onto the stage our very first contestant, Patrick. Thank you for that nice warm applause, and keep it coming as we have welcomed onto the stage our very first contestant, Patrick Opwonya. And the lovely lady sitting next to him is his wife as well. A round of applause, please. All right, now to the business end of the show, we throw it over to our judges who I'm sure have some questions for our contestant. Barbara, fire away.
Thank you. Patrick, very welcome once again to the NSSF Friends with Benefits show. I am very interested in your product. How do you actually package it? I can see it's already packaged. What is your brand name? Where do you distribute this honey? Can we have a look at what you have come with?
So I've come with the honey and the propolis. Okay. So that is the product I've moved with. This is the honey, and the propolis is inside the bag. So what I was getting out of this, I normally get getting market is not easy, so I've not yet got a right market. I was selling it at the local people around my village. So I've not yet got the right fashion where I can supply honey with, but I normally, when they are in need of getting the bee venom, so when the bees sting you, there's something with bees released on you, yes, which is very painful. That is what I normally get the money out of it.
Okay. What is that used for?
Yeah, it's a medicine. We can even use it as a medicine. If you're having malaria, if bees sting you, so maybe it can give you a serious sting, but you will not feel malaria again for a year.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Over to you, Mabel.
Patrick, I wanted to find out from you, after you had come out of that, why did you decide beekeeping? Why beekeeping of all businesses?
I decided to do beekeeping. Beekeeping doesn't take big piece of land. Secondly, it does not consume a lot of our time. If you have to have a farm, then you have to maybe go and try to check around your farm. I can say it cannot consume our time a lot because I'm a blind person. I can't move and check what I have every day or every time. That's why I decided in bee farming.
Okay.
That's a good outlook, Patrick, and it's a very good projection of where you want to be. To date, if I may ask, how much honey in terms of volume do you produce in a year, for example?
For last season, so you know, with the honey we harvest in season, when we are harvesting, we normally, in our area there, we harvest in March, and then if not rain too much, in June, and then in November. But in March, I've got 120 kilogram of honey. That is purely honey, not even the propolis and the bee venom. I've got out of that 1.9 million shilling.
Wow. And you'll allow me, Gaetano, pay special tribute to Patrick's wife. As he's already said, behind every successful man is an incredible lady, but in her case, she's not behind him. She's in fact besides and sometimes in front of him. My sister, Apoyo Mate.
Well, there you have it, a very inspirational story, a very sad story, but there is a silver lining in his cloud. Now, if you would like to have Patrick go through to the next round, it's very simple. All you have to do is vote. Dial *254# and follow the instructions, or you can go online, www.nssfug.org/FWB, Friends with Benefits. Very simple, and vote for Patrick. Thank you very much, Patrick. We're going to be back after this very short ad break with our next contestant. Don't you go anywhere. Guys, you remember how we do this? You are watching Friends with Benefits.
Nzijukira ebiseera ebyo abawagizi ekitiibwa nali muzira mu kisaawe nembulamu obwa bulijjo nga nsobola okwetuusaako buli kye njagala. Naye olunaku lumu byonna ne biggwaawo. Singa nategekera obukadde bwange nandibadde mu bulamu obweyagaza kati.
Every year, millions of Ugandans retire into poverty. To reduce that number, NSSF has introduced voluntary membership, which allows more Ugandans to save with NSSF and makes contributing easier by letting you pay through mobile money. It is available to individuals who run companies that employ less than 5 employees, as well as those who used to save with the fund and are now gainfully self-employed but are below the age of 60. Sign up today by visiting your nearest NSSF branch.
NSSF. A better life.
Welcome back to NSSF Friends with Benefits. I am Crystal. Now, we just heard from our first contestant. Now, let's meet our second contestant this season.
Welcome to Kasese District, home to the imposing Rwenzori mountain range.
So here we are to meet Sammex Sinabulya Mwanje, a man that got his benefits and decided to come back to the community and set up a community-based organization that helps uplift the lives of the less fortunate through training programs. Let's take a listen as Sammex tells his NSSF Friends with Benefits story.
My name is Sammex Sinabulya Mwanje. I'm 54 years and I got withdrawal benefits from NSSF. I received my benefits in 2015, but it only took me 2 weeks, I remember. There wasn't any problem. In fact, I was very surprised when I got a message that there is money on my account, and when I went to check, money was there. When I got the money, I started looking for a place where I'm going to go to the office. Because I was working in Ruel and I had a very good experience in Ruel, I started my office in Ruel. My organization is called Costa Uganda. Costa is an acronym, but it's Community Skills Trainers Association. And what we do is to train the communities. We do trainings in food and nutrition, that is cooking demonstrations. We do trainings in VSLOA, that is Village Saving and Loan Association. And it is within Ruel Town Council. And this group of ladies, they are what? They are doing it. So we have a lot of projects that we've done, but this one of Kasese is more. It has reached a level where the impact can be felt. In fact, it came after experiencing a big problem which the girl child go through during menstrual periods. I thought, how best can we help these rural girls? And we thought we can come up with a proposal of making reusable homemade sanitary pads. And when we tried it out, it was working. When you look at the products of these Kasese guys, the Queen Confidence sanitary pad, it is competing with the modern products on the market.
Aho twamasomeresha sanitary pads omubyesha sente esa henu ukatoka erikore sanitary pad aho twasomerera isikora chabiri tu increasing sente because ukatoka erisikora wamanzi wasikora omwabyara iwatwara omwakatale iwihamwa akasente kawe.
If I had not received my benefits from NSSF, sincerely, I didn't know whether I would have been able to start this organization. Because now when you look at this program, it's because of NSSF.
Okay, you have heard his story. Now let's meet our second contestant, Sammex Mwanje. I have to say, to see that you are doing this for the girl child is absolutely amazing. Please, yes. Yes. Now, I am going to hand you over right now to our judges because I'm sure they have very many questions for you. So, over to you.
Mr. Sinabulya, you have a product on the market.
Yeah.
It's called Queen's Confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Helping a community also means you must be profitable. What do you see that product being in the next 5 or 10 years?
My role here is maybe to promote these people, to see that they get market, to see that they improve their product. Because the training we are giving, it was this type. This is what they started on. This is also a sanitary pad, but very simple.
Let's have a look at it.
You cannot compare it with this one. So in the next 5 years, I would love Costa Uganda to be a big organization, an NGO, because now we are a community-based organization. And with that partnership, I'm seeing Costa enlarging.
How do you make a living?
I have a wife, and she's a very good wife. Not only good in beauty, because she's also beautiful.
Wow. Okay.
But she has stood with me. Since I started this organization, I'm not earning a living. But she has supported the family. She told me, it's as if you married another wife, which is Costa Uganda. You do whatever it requires with Costa Uganda, and then I will focus on the what? On the family. But as I told you, that when we are partnering with other organizations, they facilitate us in terms of funds to go and reach out a wider what? So there is that little fee we charge to buy materials and to transport ourselves. But when it comes to monthly earning, sincerely speaking, I don't have now a way. Only my small local business in the what? In Luel, I have a boutique that helps me to balance my life.
Which you started up with the balance of the savings from NSSF?
Definitely.
Wow, incredible.
With the exception of the Queen Confidence that we have seen, what other projects have been successful? At least share about 2 others where you've had an impact.
We have malaria control.
Okay.
Where we focus so much on how can we eliminate mosquitoes. Because we interact with mosquitoes every day, every night, everywhere. So we came up with this mosquito repellent jelly. We train communities to make this jelly that you'll smear on your body and the mosquito will not what? Bite you. So that we expel away what? Mosquitoes.
All right, Sammex, thank you so very much for your story. And we wish you all the best. So if you are touched by Sammex and his story, you have to vote. So dial *254# and follow the instructions, or visit the website nssfug.org/FWB. Make sure you vote for Sammex Mwanje. We'll be right back after the break.
Fall in love with the new NSSF Go app today. Download the app from your mobile app store and do much more than view your current NSSF balance. You can now set your savings goals and work towards achieving your retirement benefits. Make voluntary payments and update your details directly from the app. We understand why you're falling in love with it, so go ahead and share this experience.
NSSF, a better life.
Well, we've heard from our very first 2 contestants, but who will be the first one to make it to the 8 in the semi-finals? Who will it be? Will it be Patrick Opwonya? Or will it be Sammex Mwanje?
So tune in next week to find out who the winner of this episode will be. The votes will be verified and audited by PwC.
We would like to thank our judges tonight for doing their very best. We do appreciate you. A round of applause for the 3 awesome. You, the viewers at home, and don't forget, you do have to vote. We've given you the instructions. It's very simple. And of course, to our very lovely audience.
Yes! Now remember, if you do not have the NSSF Go app, there's a problem. Download it. Now, I can give you 100 reasons to download it, but I'll start with just one. You are able to track your savings on NSSF. Now, special thanks to Afros and Mo for hair and makeup. I mean, look at Gaetano's hair. Absolutely stunning.
Banange, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Can you borrow me some? Is it lend or borrow me some?
I will lend you some.
All right, make sure you tune in next Sunday right here for the next episode of Friends with Benefits.
All right, we'll see you next week. Make sure you tune in.
Friends with
Benefits!